Once a symbol of divine royalty and sacred rituals, perfume has evolved into one of the world's most powerful luxury statements. Today, a single bottle of the finest fragrance can cost more than gold, sometimes thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars, not because of its appearance, but because of the invisible art it holds within. Behind every drop of perfume lies an extraordinary journey, one that begins in remote fields of rare flowers and ends in the most luxurious ateliers of Paris, Dubai and Grasse. But what makes a perfume worth more than a diamond? What secrets are hidden inside those crystal bottles that rest on velvet shelves and capture human emotion in liquid form? Join us as we step inside the world's most exclusive perfume factories, where nature, science, and art merge to create the most expensive fragrances on Earth. Perfume is not just a product, it is a billion-dollar empire. Every year, the global fragrance industry generates over 55 billion USD, with luxury houses like Chanel, Clive Christian, Roja Perfumes, and Dior leading the charge. These brands don't merely sell scents, they sell memories, emotions, and identity itself. The history of perfume stretches back more than 5,000 years to ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, where oils and incense were used to communicate with the gods. In the 17th century, the art of distillation transformed Europe, and France became the beating heart of modern perfumery. Even today, the small town of Grasse is considered the perfume capital of the world, where generations of artisans have perfected the balance between nature and chemistry. But luxury perfumery is a world apart from ordinary fragrances, where a mass-market perfume might use synthetic oils costing a few dollars per liter. The ingredients in ultra-luxury perfumes can reach $20,000 per kilogram, extracted from flowers that bloom only once a year, or from rare animal essences nearly impossible to find. To understand why the most expensive perfumes command such high prices, we must start where it all begins, the flower fields. In Grasse, France, endless rows of May roses and jasmine sambac stretch across the countryside. These flowers are the soul of perfumery, delicate, short-lived, and incredibly labor-intensive to harvest. The air at dawn fills with their intoxicating sweetness as hundreds of skilled pickers move silently through the fields. Each blossom must be gathered by hand at the precise moment when the concentration of essential oil is at its peak, often before sunrise. When the morning dew still kisses the petals, it takes around 4 tons of roses to produce. Just 1 kilogram of Rose Absolute, the pure essence used in legendary perfumes like Chanel No. 5 or Dior J'adore. Similarly, jasmine must be hand-picked at night between 2 and 5 a.m. When its scent is the most intense, even a short delay of a few hours can cause the fragrance to fade. In India and Egypt, jasmine fields glow under moonlight as farmers move carefully, placing each flower into woven baskets to prevent bruising. In Turkey's Isparta region, known as the Land of Roses, the harvesting season lasts only a few weeks, and each petal is a race against time. Every kilogram of rose oil extracted from these valleys can be worth up to $10,000, and these are just the beginning. And the treasures of perfumery also include Bulgarian lavender, orris root from Italy, and the rare oud wood from Southeast Asia, often dubbed liquid gold. Once harvested, the flowers begin their transformation, a delicate process that must capture their invisible soul before it vanishes. The freshly picked petals are transported immediately to the distilleries, where time becomes the most precious factor. For hardier plants like lavender or vetiver, steam distillation is used. Tons of plant material are packed into giant steel vats. Hot steam passes through the flowers, carrying their volatile aromatic molecules upward. The vapor is then cooled in a condenser, separating the essential oil from the floral water, known as hydrosol. This golden liquid, light and fragrant, becomes the foundation for many timeless perfumes. But for fragile flowers such as rose and jasmine, distillation is too harsh. It destroys their subtle chemistry. Instead, a method called solvent extraction is used. Here, the petals are immersed in an organic solvent, often hexane, which dissolves the aromatic compounds. After the solvent evaporates, what remains is a waxy substance called concrete. This is then purified with alcohol to obtain the most concentrated form of fragrance, the absolute. The yield is astonishingly small. To make 1 kilogram of jasmine, absolute, it takes around 8 million blossoms. That's why just a few drops of pure jasmine oil can cost hundreds of dollars. Meanwhile, in the Arabian Peninsula, oud, the rarest natural ingredient in perfumery, is harvested from agarwood trees infected with a special fungus. It takes up to 30 years for the wood to mature, and only 1 in 10 trees naturally develops the resin. The oil, once distilled, sells for more than $30,000 per kilogram, earning its nickname the scent of kings. After extraction, the world's rarest oils travel to the ateliers of master perfumers, known as l'aîné, the noses. These individuals possess an almost supernatural sense of smell, trained to identify over 3,000 unique scents. They work in silence, surrounded by hundreds of vials, each labeled with mysterious names: bergamot, ambergris, patchouli, vanilla, oak moss. Creating a perfume is like composing a symphony. Each fragrance has 3 layers: the top notes, which appear instantly, the heart notes, which define its character, and the base notes, which linger for hours, sometimes days. Even the smallest imbalance can ruin the harmony. Every drop is measured, tested and refined over months, sometimes years. The perfumer calculates ratios of natural and synthetic ingredients, solvents and fixatives, blending them into a perfect accord. It is an art of patience, precision, and passion. To become a professional perfumer, one must study for 5 to 10 years at prestigious schools like ISIPCA in France. The salaries of elite perfumers often exceed $100,000 per year, and their formulas are guarded secrets, locked away like treasures. Once the formula is finalized, the blend is mixed with pure ethanol and distilled water, then left to rest. But it is far from finished. Perfume, like fine wine, must age. Inside massive stainless steel vats, the liquid is stored in darkness for months or even years, allowing the notes to mature and harmonize. During this silent process, the raw fragrance transforms into a masterpiece. When the fragrance has fully aged, it's time for the most delicate stage, bottling. Here, automation meets artistry. Inside the immaculate halls of luxury factories, robotic arms fill each glass flacon with milliliter precision, while artisans attach caps, seals, and gold-embossed labels by hand. Each perfume bottle is itself a piece of art, designed by sculptors and glassmakers from Italy or France. Some are adorned with 24-karat gold plating, Swarovski crystals, or even hand-cut diamonds. The legendary Clive Christian No. 1 Imperial Majesty, for instance, comes in a baccarat crystal bottle with a diamond-studded collar and sells for over $200,000 per bottle. Even the packaging is carefully choreographed to evoke emotion. Soft velvet, engraved wood and embossed leather boxes transform each fragrance into an object of desire. Before release, every batch is tested for color, density, and longevity, ensuring that the scent remains stable for years. What began as a whisper of flowers in distant fields now stands as a testament to human craftsmanship, a luxury frozen in time. Perfume is far more than a mixture of oils and alcohol. It is memory bottled in glass, a connection between the invisible and the eternal. It reminds us of people we once loved, places we once knew, and moments we can never forget. In every culture, perfume is the language of emotion, invisible yet unforgettable. From the rose valleys of Bulgaria, to the oud forests of Laos, to the lavender fields of Provence, perfume unites art, nature, and science into one timeless masterpiece. Each bottle tells a story of labor and devotion, of thousands of hands and millions of flowers. So the next time you hold a bottle of fine perfume, remember, you are not simply holding a fragrance, you are holding liquid art, shaped by centuries of human desire to capture beauty, power, and memory in a single drop. That is how the most expensive perfumes in the world are made, and why their true value goes far beyond price. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it interesting, please leave a like, share, or a comment, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next upload.